Hello everyone, good morning. First thing I would like to introduce myself. I'm Aditya Chahadi. Currently, I'm working at HM Sampoerna as a warehouse operation executive, and I have been working in this role for 3.9 years. So, today I would like to present an analysis of the tobacco industry market structure, especially focusing on the company where I work, HM Sampoerna. Industry landscape and key players. Cigarette industry overview. So, the cigarette growth characterized by high consumption and deeply entrenched cultural acceptance. The market is dominated by a small number of large firms, HM Sampoerna, Jarum, and Gudang each holding significant market share and competing intensely across multiple product categories such as SKM machine-made kretek, SKT hand-rolled kretek, and SPM wine cigarette. This concentration of market power is further reinforced by complex excise tax regulation and tiered pricing structure that impose substantial financial and operational barrier on smaller competitors, effectively limiting new entry and consolidation the dominance of established player. And then the competitive dynamic are additionally influenced by customer loyalty to long-standing national brands, extensive distribution network that reach both rural and urban markets, and marketing strategies that target specific demographic segments. And Sampoerna in particular leverage its brand equity, divers- diversified product line, and its affiliation with Philip Morris International to maintain a leading position. The firm emphasizes on premium and mass market products, enable it to manage shift in customer preference, including down trading trend, caused by rising living costs and tax-related price increase. Then, this robust industrial environment creates a marketplace where competitive benefits by one firm inevitably influence strategic decisions by others, saving pricing, product launch, and channel distribution across the entire sector. So, next about the market leadership, temporal dominance and competitive dynamic. So the next is about the Sampoerna dominance and competitive dynamics. HM Sampoerna retained its status as the market leader within Indonesian cigarettes industry through sustained strategic emphasis on product quality, branding, and consumer loyalty. According to industry analysis, Sampoerna continues to lead in overall volume and market share despite rising competition from Jarum, which has shown increased strength in both premium and economic segment. This leadership is facilitated by Sampoerna multi-tiered brands architecture featuring flagship products such as Sampoerna A and G Samsu, which appeal to different consumer income bracket and taste preference. The company market leadership is also reinforced by its extensive manufacturing capabilities, supported by Philip Morris International and its expansive retail distribution network that spans traditional retails, convenience stores, and emerging commerce channels. Competitive pressure, however, continued to evolve as rival firms adjust their portfolio, optimize pricing, and relative to excise texture and adapt to economic trends like on trading. Nevertheless, Sampoerna ability to maintain a broad consumer base coupled with investment in smoke-free alternatives such as IQOS and then position the company advantageously within a transitioning market landscape. And then for the innovation and future positioning, this strength then allows Sampurna present competitive climate, but also to influence further industry pricing model and product segmentation strategies. Now it is about the market structure classification. So for determining the market structure type, so the Indonesia sugar industry, including IM Sampurna operation environment, is best classified as an oligopoly a market structure defined by the presence of a few dominant firms that significantly affect one another. And then this classification is supported by several key indicators. First, the market is highly with Sampurna, Jarum, and Gudang collectively controlling the majority of national sales across Kretek and white sugar categories. Second, high entry barriers exist in the form of step regulatory requirements such as excess tax obligation, substantial capital needs for manufacturing facilities, and formidable distribution costs, making it difficult for new firms to enter and compete effectively. Third, product differentiation, although present through branding and credit formulation, does not eliminate the interdependence among the major firms, which continue to observe and react to each other's pricing strategies. The excise tax system further reinforces this interdependence as price changes are carefully calibrated to avoid triggering shift in consumer demand that could benefit competitors. Additionally, smaller firms in the market often follow pricing and output cues from industry leaders, demonstrating classified oligopolistic behavior such as price leadership taken together. These characteristics align strongly with established economic theory on oligopoly, distinguishing the sector from oligopolistic competition or perfect competition and confirming its structural classification. So this is about the oligopoly evidence. Structural and behavior indicator of oligopoly. With multiple factors substantiate the oligopoly nature of Indonesia's sugar industry, structural, the dominance of HM Sampoerna, Jarum, and Gedegaran restrict market control to a narrow group of firms that collectively shape output, pricing, and product differentiation strategies nationwide. Behavior evidence also support the oligopoly classification. Firm engaged in non-price competition, such as branding, distribution expansion, and product innovation. To avoid direct price wars that could erode profitability for the entire sector, regulatory frameworks, particularly in Indonesia, multi-tier excise tax system, indirectly encourage coordinate response among major firms as tax threshold and minimum retail price require deliberate pricing decisions that account for competitor reaction. The interdependent firm becomes most apparent during excise updates. where pricing adjustment by one major product often prompt rapid alignment from other to maintain competition balance. Additionally, smaller manufacturers lack the scale that significantly disrupt market dynamic, resulting in unstable competitive hierarchy. This combined structural and behavior traits provide strong empirical validation that the cigarette industry operates as an oligopoly. Now it's about the conclusion. In summary, HM Sampoerna operates within a distinctly oligopolistic market environment characteristic by concentrated market share, high barrier to entry, significant interdependence among dominant firms, and a competitive landscape shaped by non-price factors such as product differentiation and distribution capabilities. The leadership position held by Sampoerna is reinforced by its extensive brand portfolio, robust supply chain strategy alignment with Philip Morris international strategy, and responsiveness to shifting consumer behavior. Moreover, the complex excise tax framework in Indonesia amplifies competitive interdependence, making unilateral pricing action risky for any single firm. Then the presence of a few powerful firms, each with substantial control over production and market outcomes, confirm that the cigarette sector does not resemble a perfect competition or monopolistic competition, nor does it operate as a monopoly. Instead, it's aligned closely with classical economic definition of an oligopoly. This understanding is essential for evaluating competing dynamic, predicting industry trend, and forming strategic decisions with the sector. So I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention and for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you and goodbye.